Born in Massachusetts, Stevie Van Zandt is a musician, performer, songwriter, arranger, music producer, music supervisor, TV producer, actor, director, Broadway producer, TV and film composer, live event producer, international DJ, activist, historian, teacher, member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and is recognized internationally as one of the world's foremost authorities on both contemporary and traditional rock and roll. After creating the Jersey Shore sound with the Asbury Jukes, Van Zandt became a founding member of Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band and went on to become a successful solo artist in his own right, recording and performing solo with his band Little Stephan and the Disciples of Soul. In 2017, he released his first new album in over 15 years, entitled Soulfire, which Rolling Stone named one of its best albums of 2017. As a songwriter, Van Zandt's songs have been performed by Jackson Browne, Pearl Jam, Margo Price, Damian Marley, Jimmy Cliff, Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes, Gary U.S. Bonds, Darlene Love, Nancy Sinatra, Brian Setzer, Black Uhura, and many more. As a music producer, Van Zandt co-produced the seminal Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band albums The River and Born in the USA. He recently arranged and produced Introducing Darlene Love, the critically acclaimed new album. As an actor, Van Zandt co-starred in all 7 seasons of The Sopranos, the single most critically acclaimed TV drama in history, playing principal character Silvio Dante, a character that he created. Van Zandt also starred in, co-wrote, executive produced, provided music supervision and scoring, and directed the final episode for the award-winning series Lilyhammer. In April of 2002, Van Zandt launched his Renegade Nation's flagship brand, Little Steven's Underground Garage, an internationally syndicated terrestrial radio show. Each week, he takes audiences on a 2-hour trip of what was cool in all 6 decades of rock and roll, and also features the best emerging bands worldwide. The show has aired over 750 consecutive weekly episodes and has introduced over 700 new bands. It is broadcast on over 130 stations in more than 200 markets, including internationally in Canada, London, Italy, Spain, Ireland, Sweden, Belgium, Peru, and Australia, as well as worldwide on the American Forces Network and Voice of America. "Quote unquote, it's the best rock and roll show in the world, period," says Billy Joel Armstrong of Green Day. In 2004, Sirius Satellite Radio recruited Van Zandt to create its first original content. He would start the service's first 24/7 channel while continuing to record his syndicated terrestrial show. As an activist, Van Zandt formed Artists United Against Apartheid in 1985 and wrote Sun City, an anthemic rock, hip-hop, R&B song protesting the apartheid system symbolized by the South African resort, Sun City. Over 50 artists, including Gil Scott-Heron, Ringo Starr, Bob Dylan, Bono, Keith Richards, Run DMC, and Miles Davis performed on the track, which spawned a consciousness-raising album of the same name. It was described by rock critic Dave Marsh as the most diverse lineup of popular musicians ever assembled for a single session. As one of the first collaborators among major recording stars to support a political rather than a social cause, it is considered to be a fatal blow to apartheid, leading to Nelson Mandela being freed only a few years later. What brings Van Zandt to our master session today is a branch of his incredible activism called the Rock and Roll Forever Foundation. The Rock and Roll Forever Foundation was founded to provide a simultaneous solution to 2 escalating problems: music classes being cut and a high school dropout epidemic. Van Zandt's Rock and Roll Forever Foundation has launched teachrock.org. TeachRock is an online educational resource and is offered free of charge to educators and individuals everywhere. Interdisciplinary in nature, TeachRock is geared toward middle and high school, but includes resources for learning at all levels. Launched in the fall of 2013, the website offers new lesson plans and teaching resources on a regular basis. The Songwriters Hall of Fame and Stuyvesant High School are incredibly proud to bring Stevie Van Zandt into today's Songwriters Hall of Fame Master Session at Stuyvesant High School. Let's welcome Stevie.